Michael, great to be with you here at ViVE 2024 in Los Angeles. You and I were chatting a little bit before about some of the news coming out of New York. So I wanted you to give us the highlights and then why people should care.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So when you look at what the state of New York announced back in December of 2023, new regulations that they're putting in place across any hospital system that's operating within the state of New York. Why? Because HIPAA is no longer enough. There's been a number of adverse events relative to cybersecurity, not only in the state of New York, but across the country. And the state said, we need to take this into our own hands. It's critical infrastructure. We can't afford to have hospital systems go down relative to care delivery, and nobody else is doing anything about it. So we're going to protect the residents of the state of New York by implementing additional procedures and requirements relative to cybersecurity. Why should they care? Because it's going to increase the bar as it relates to information security and cybersecurity programs that all hospital systems are going to be required to actually meet going forward.
You think we'll see other states follow suit?
Absolutely. We already have a number of states that are following New York very closely in terms of what that law looks like. States like Connecticut, Maryland, Georgia, Florida are already looking at that regulation and seeing what they can actually push forward as well.
What do you think they're looking for? Because you see this happen, right?
Yeah.
Someone takes a step forward, and then a lot of others, you said they're waiting, they're following, like, what does that like waiting period look like? And what do you, obviously you can't be put in the mind of these people, but give us like your idea of what do you think they're hoping to see for them to also follow suit in the coming months, coming years?
Yeah, I think they're looking to see, for example, the regulation from New York was open for public comment for a number of months. Now it's closed, so they're reviewing what those comments were in the feedback before they actually issue the final regulation. So I think they're looking to see what does that final regulation look like. They're also looking to see feedback from the community as it relates to implementation. Some of the requirements that New York proposed are actually pretty stringent. So when you think about a lot of smaller rural hospital systems, it may be a struggle for them to implement that. Lastly is funding. So the state of New York is actually offering funding that these hospitals can apply for in order to address this. Other states are not too sure how they're going to actually do that.
That's a tricky topic for some states too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Where are they going to get that funding from? How are they going to bring that funding forward?
That's right.
Super interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. So I think we'll see additional states follow suit. And again, this is because there's a lack of additional emphasis on cybersecurity from a critical infrastructure perspective as it relates to healthcare and hospital systems.